to Bethan's Kitchen and Garden. Today I'm standing in my back garden because I would like to show you what I've done with my new greenhouse and how I've planted it up. And I'll also show you what's in my old greenhouse, which is more or less some seedlings and some plants which need to go for the allotment. But let's go and have a wander around and I'll show you what I've done. So I shall try not to spend too much time in here as it is like a sauna. So start off down here. These are my Borlotti dwarf French beans, which I bought a dozen for £2 from a garden centre because I had poor germination with my Borlottis and they were the only ones I could find at the time. So I bought them, but I have since had luck with chitting some Borlotti beans, so we're going to have loads of Borlotti beans now, but that's not such a bad thing, is it? In these 4 pots along here, if I can just move the melon out of the way, are some Rudbeckia, which I think they're a red variety. I'm waiting for them to grow a bit more before I put them in their permanent positions. Around here is my tea plant. Now I don't know if you watched my vlog a few months ago. I had this for Mother's Day and the leaves were all looking pretty brown. They all had this sort of brown patch. So what I did was I just cut away all the brown leaves and sort of left it to see what it did. And I'm thinking I now need to do a hard prune on it because some of the leaves have gone brown again at the tips. But some of the new growth, like this one, you can see the sort of the green colour, and around here, they look like they're fine. So I just need to have a look online and see about pruning camellia plants, in particular the Camellia sinensis, which is the tea leaf plant. Next to the tea plant is one of my tomato plants. I think that's a yellow delight. And if I come around here, this is my cucumber plant, which I've got fruit there. And I've got some fruit down here, which this one needs harvesting, which I'll do after I finished chatting to you. And at the moment, I'm kind of watering that plant twice a day because it just seems to be, the leaves seem to be drooping a lot. And I also need to sort of rig up something here so the foliage can cling to something, in particular with this melon, because this melon's going to be all over the place if I don't get it in check soon. If I pan around here, all these are pepper plants, which I was originally going to grow in my mini greenhouse, but I thought, oh, I'll put them in here. And if you can see there's a green pepper there. And there's a couple of green peppers on a few of the plants. If I come around here, oh gosh, it's baking in here. Here are my Rosilla tomato plants. The stem is really thick on this. I'm not sure if you can quite pick it up on the camera, but it is really thick, and I'm trying to keep on top of side shooting because they seem to side shoot in next to no time. And but they are beginning to fruit. There's a couple of fruits on there and a couple of fruits on there, and actually all my Rosilla, I've got 4 and all of them have got fruits on them. And now this one, I've not grown this variety before. This is a black cherry. See, this is another side shoot. they grow so quick that they just look like normal shoots before you realise. Yes, I've got 3 black cherry ones. There's some fruit on that one there, and fruit on that one there. And then this one is another yellow delight. Oh, look at my cat has found somewhere. Well, I'd say to hide, but why he's coming here in this sauna, I don't know. And in the middle are some very happy aubergine plants, because these were sort of floundering a bit, and I've put them in these final positions in this greenhouse, and the amount of growing they've done in the last 2 weeks is unbelievable. So hopefully I'll get some fruits off there. Just gonna do a pan around shot. Outside I've got my tumbling toms in pots. I'll quickly show you that as well. And then those are the aubergine plants. So that's how the greenhouse is looking at the moment. Here are my tumbling toms. They've got some tomatoes growing on them now, and these have only been in these tubs for about 2 weeks. So surprising how quick things grow. Got some marigolds. Oh no, that's calendula. And I've also got some calendula at the top there. And I have got a few calendula plants to go inside the greenhouse because it wards off the green fly. Here's the mini greenhouse and the mini greenhouse, but the mini greenhouse has just got the garlic in there at the moment drying, so I won't show you that. And there's also some garlic drying up here. I do normally have seedlings on the top, but it's such a warm day, I've put them at the bottom for now. And in here are the borlotti beans that I chitted and I planted up the other day. Back here are some purple sprouting broccoli, which have got whitefly on them. Excellent. And around here are some Swedes. I'm hoping these are going to go in the ground tonight and tomorrow. And if I just pan around here at the back, that's a kale plant. There's pelargoniums that I took cuttings from, and I've got a couple of courgette plants, like spare courgette plants, which I'm not sure what to do with at the moment. And around here are my kale and sprouts. And then down the bottom, these are normally on the top, but they're out of the direct sunlight down here. Well, they are in the sunlight, but it's not as fierce on the floor. So I've got some fennel at the back, some multi-sown turnips, some cauliflower, and some January king cabbage. And then over here I've got some golden beetroot with a little bit of purple beetroot and some lettuce. That's what's occurring in my greenhouse at the moment. Everything seems to be growing well, and it's needing a water about twice a day at the moment. With my seedlings, I tend to put them in trays and put water at the bottom and just let them soak up the water throughout the morning or afternoon whenever I do it. And that's how I've been watering things all this season, really, from the bottom where I can. And it seems to have worked. They do seem to be flying along in that way. So that's it from me and my greenhouses for today. I hope you've enjoyed having a look around, and like I said, I hope to get those brassicas in the ground as soon as possible, although it is a roasting day, and I think it's going to be like that for the rest of the week. So hopefully they won't bake in the sun, but I shall have to make sure I water them in thoroughly. Well, that's it for today. Thank you all very much for watching and for liking and subscribing if you have done so. And thank you for popping by if you haven't. All I can say about the greenhouses at the moment is lovely job.